This is Course 2, Study Guide 6, page 2. Number 11, divide 26 and 6800ths by 4/10. This is your divisor. And 26 and 6800ths is your dividend. You can't divide by 4/10, so we'll multiply by 10. Multiply by 10 and bring our decimal straight up. 4 won't go into 2. 4 goes into 26 6 times. Subtract. 4 goes into 26 again 6 times. Subtract, bring down our 8. 4 goes into 28 exactly 7 times. 66 and 7/10. Number 12. 5 days, 6 hours, 25 minutes, plus 2 days, 8 hours, 38 minutes. We just add, and then we'll see if we can change any of our units. So we've got 13, carry 1. We've got 63 minutes. We've got 14 hours. And we've got 7 days. Well, if you have 63 minutes, you've actually got, because we know 1 hour is 60 minutes. So if we take the 60 minutes away, we're left with 3 minutes. And we can take this 60 minutes and go over here and make this 15 hours. Now we don't have enough hours to make days because it would take 24. So let's write it a little bit neater. We've got 7 days, 15 hours, and 3 minutes. Number 13, Cindy traveled 78 miles by bus in 3 hours. What was the average speed of the bus in miles per, that's your over, fraction bar, hours? So we've got 78 miles in 3 hours. So our average would be, let's go divide the 3 into the 78. And we get 26 miles per hour. That's pretty slow, so that may be city traffic or rush hour. Number 14, Greg drove 386 miles and used 20 gallons of gas. His car averaged how many miles per, over, that's your fraction bar, gallons. So we got 386 miles over 20 gallons. If we divide 20 into the 386, bring down our 6. 20 goes into 186 9 times, 180. We need a decimal, or you can do, when you subtract you get 6, you can do a mixed number there. You can do 6 over 20 and reduce it. I'm going to go ahead and add a 0 and bring it down, and we'll get, there's my decimal, and we get 19.3. And this one you can just do miles per gallon, or you can write it out, and it's just 19.3 miles for every gallon of gas he has. We're multiplying. We've already got them as fractions. You can multiply and get 60 over 45 and reduce it. I like to cancel. 5 goes into 5 one time. 5 goes into 24 times. 3 goes into 3 one time. And 3 goes into 9 3 times. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. I like writing that as a mixed number. 3 goes into 4 one time. So that'd be 3 1/3. Oh, try that again. I've got it right there. 1 1/3. There's my 1. And then I have 1 left over, and then 3. Sorry. Okay, this time we're going to subtract time. Well, you have to, in this case, sometimes you have to borrow to be able to subtract. But once you subtract, you're through with it. Because I can't take 21 from 12. I don't have enough seconds. There are 60 seconds in each minute here. So let's borrow one of those minutes and put it back with the 12 by adding it as 60 seconds. So I would have 72 seconds minus 21, which I can do. Now you can go ahead and subtract, or I can't take 30 from 24, so let's borrow one of our hours, and add it back is 60 minutes. So I now would have 84 minutes. So now we can subtract. 21 from 72 is 51 seconds. 30 from 84 is 54 minutes, and 7 minus 5 is 2 hours. John bought 3 boxes of cereal for $3.29 each and 1 gallon of milk for $2.99. How much change did he receive from $20? Well, let's see how much he paid for the cereal. This is without counting taxes. So we've got 27, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 3 is 9. With 2 decimal places, he paid $9.87. So he bought 3 cereals. He bought 1 milk. So 16, carry 1. 18, bring down our decimal, carry 1, and 12. He spent $12.86. Well, he had a $20 bill to start with, and he spent $12.86. So let's do some borrowing. We've got to do quite a bit, so I'm going to come all the way over and borrow, make that a 1, and that would make me a 10 here. Let's borrow from it, make this a 10. Let's borrow from it, make this a 10. So 6 from 10 is 4. 8 from 9 is 1, decimal point. 2 from 9 is 7. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So he had $7.14 left over. This time we're going to round our number to the nearest thousandths. That is 3 decimal places, which is right here. Well, if you count by thousandths, you would have 1 thousandth, 0.001, 2 thousandths, 3 thousandths, and if you get up, I can't say that very well, and you get up to 768 thousandths, and then the next one would be 769. Now we'll put the whole number on it, so we've got 2,564 and 768 thousandths, and then 2,564 and 769 thousandths. Our answer has to be thousands, 3 decimal places. Well, let's see what this number is. It's 5. That puts it right in the middle when this next place value is a 5. And even though it's not closer, we always say that it goes to the higher one. So anything below 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 goes to the small, is closer to this one. And then 6, 7, 8, 9 is closer, but we put the 5 also with this one. So to the nearest thousandths would be this. Number 19. 5/8, I'll go ahead and write that, of, that's your times, the 7th graders at Smith Middle School like math. Now, do we know how many, well, it's going to come on down to B, so I kind of got ahead of myself. So what fraction of the 7th graders do not like math? Well, if 5/8 like math, then the rest of them, which would leave you with, if you think about 8/8 is the group, that's the whole, all the 7th graders, and you take the 5/8 away, 3/8 of them do not like math. Now you have to watch this number, which one we're doing. So it says how many of the, all of the 7th graders like math. So we're working with the 5/8, not the 3/8. So we'll multiply how many of, so that's 5/8 of the 64 7th graders. And you can cancel, you can multiply. I like canceling. 8 goes into 8 one time. 8 goes into 64 8 times. And 5 times 8 is 40 over 1 times 1. So I have 40 7th graders who like math. And then you could just subtract if it asks you how many did not like math. Evaluate 4B plus C. Well, 4B means 4 times B. Dots, parentheses. So it says B is 5. So we're going to say 4 times 5. And then we're going to add C to it, which is 3. Well, order of operations says we do the multiplication first, which is 20. And then when we add the 3 to it, we get 23. Sorry, let me slide it up so you can see it. We put the 5 in for B, 4 times 5, added C, which was a 3, which was multiplication first, 20 plus 3, which was 23.